What up? What's up? Can everyone hear me? Let's do it. Spin away. Uh-oh, not a good sign. I'm already lagging. BSC. They got my spot. I've been taking a break from head to head this season. Just coincidentally, the bots took over right when I started taking a break, so that's also why I don't have very many fans. There we go. Yeah, I think the bots are killing a lot of people's motivation. I'm always bored. Sorry, pieces of... Yeah, I think we've played them before. It's been a little... I think it's been a minute, but that sounds really familiar. You just played them. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. The bots are kind of an interesting development because they all got banned last season, so these are all new bots, or new accounts, rather. Probably the same bots, but new accounts. So, I wonder what their, I don't think anyone really knows what their motivation is in terms of why they're running it. I think last season we all assumed it was because of coins, but with the new auction house changes, that really kind of should have killed their coin motivation. Some hacker wants to be a dick. I mean, it's possible. Some people just want to watch the world burn. IP ban. I mean, in theory, an IP ban would only work if they were all on the same IP. But if they're somehow using like a VPN or something like that, then it really wouldn't be effective at all. So I don't know. I don't work on the that side of things, so. Who else is here right now? Halfback toss instead of bunch spacing. The reasoning is because with bunch spacing on all Madden versus the counter, it's not as efficient as toss is against the counter. You can convert it on all Madden, but it's a little bit more difficult versus the counter. You kind of have to get a little bit more lucky. And I just feel like the other piece is you have to kind of pay a little bit more attention to your scramble. And I tend to scramble a lot already. So generally by the time I get in to score, I forget to look to see if scramble's available. And so if scramble's not available, you just get absolutely crushed with the bunch spacing. So but it's not bad. I mean, I've seen people have success with it, and you know, I think that in League v League on All Pro, it's probably pretty good. What players am I targeting? Right now, I'm not targeting anyone. I'm kind of waiting to see. I mean, obviously, I got Hester once he came out. I bought some bundles, and I went ahead and just built him as soon as I saw him, because kick returners with a boost are pretty rare, I feel like. So I went ahead and built him. But all the masters as of right now have been pretty lackluster. I don't really care for the Vic cornerback. I've already got corners and safeties covered for the most part with my defense. I don't feel like he adds anything. And then the neutralizers, I feel like I've seen them all, but I haven't really taken a really close look. No, I don't use Nux for Madden Cash. I just buy the regular Madden Cash off the store. I'm pretty sure Nux got banned, what I was hearing in some other chats, and whoever he sold to got banned as well. So I don't think that it's a wise idea to buy third-party Madden Cash at all. Do I think the Glacier Stadium affects head-to-head? Not yet, no. I don't know. I mean, I get the idea that with the white uniforms, it makes it harder to see and all that. But at the end of the day, it just seems like a waste. What is it, like 25 snowballs? Something like that? Probably just save mine. If Graham's catch in traffic goes up, I might consider Graham if his catch in traffic goes up. But I mean, even at 86, that's low. 86 catch in traffic, it's worse than Olsen that I have in right now. The glare comes up if you try to scramble. I don't know what you're talking about. On the Glacier Stadium? Is that what you're talking about? That glitch where no one can play your defense, that's been patched. So EA did fix that. So that happened for like a day, and then they fixed it. So that is not a reason to have that stadium anymore. What do I think about the auction house bots setting the prices? Um, to be honest with you, I don't fully understand how the auction house works as of right now. So, um, it's definitely confusing, and I know that it's trimmed down the market in terms of inflation. So, I think from the standpoint of getting rid of coin sellers, it's definitely accomplished its goal. But I understand that there's definitely frustrations. But recently, I've not been playing as much. I mean, to be honest, I've been pretty busy, so I haven't had a lot of time to dedicate between gameplay and the auction house. So most of my time's been dedicated to gameplay. So I really haven't been grinding the auction house as much as I have in previous years. Philly or die. That sounds familiar. I don't know him though, in terms of like I don't ever talk to him or anything like that. But the name sounds familiar. I probably played him in head to head at some point. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for some of the head-to-head guys this season because I told them I was going to take a break, and I know a lot of them were trying to gun for that number one spot, and then the the bots came back with a vengeance. So, it's really been demotivating for a lot of people. Do I think overall an O line matters? I do think it matters more this year, truthfully. Pretty much last year, I don't think that it mattered, but this year I do think that it does. So, Jesus, didn't see that guy. I've seen the offensive line getting a lot more pancakes. I mean, the right tackle is definitely still broken in terms of his ability to pick up blocks. But the rest of the offensive line does tend to behave a little bit better the higher you level them up. So I do think it matters a bit more. Oh, didn't mean to run out of bounds. What play was I going to call? Let's call this play. How do I have the patience to play head-to-head so much? Actually, I kind of lost my patience this past season. I barely hit number one this past season. I took over the number one spot on the very last day from Risky Business. And I had to grind the entire day. It's become a little bit more of a job than it is fun for me to play head-to-head right now. So part of the reason I'm taking a break right now, and why I have only 6 million fans or whatever it is, I just decided that this month I'm gonna not really try for the number one spot and focus a little bit more on some other stuff. What do you get when you get number one? You actually get this really cool logo. It looks like kind of like a hand drawn logo. It's pretty dope though. It's basically like a little trophy. Well, that should have been picked off. No, you don't get anything for being number one. Um, you get the same rewards for being number one that anybody gets for being in the top percentile of head to head or whatever that reward is that they give. I mean, it would be nice to get something for being number one, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving EA any extra revenue playing head to head. It's a free game mode, so I don't think that they necessarily owe me anything. Excuse the loud clicking. Yeah, I mean, my advice to you if you're burned out with head to head is go ahead and get to the Hall of Fame within the 30-day window, which is pretty easy. I mean, realistically can be done in a day or two if you really wanted to, but if you want to spread it out, a few games a day will get you there. And then just don't worry about it. Maybe wait until the next month. But that's pretty much what I'm doing at this point is, if it's not fun, I don't want to force myself to have to do it. I was having fun before, but, I've gotten a little burnt out and decided to take a break. Why did they lower from 54,000 or from 60,000 to 54? I don't know. No clue. What's the sentiment for you guys? How are you guys feeling? Do you like this current promo that we're in? How are you guys feeling right now? I'm still on the leaderboards. You can go check the all-time. I don't plan to relinquish my number one spot anytime soon. I'm just taking a short hiatus from the monthly leaderboard. Promo kind of sucks. Game's dead. Yeah, I mean, I have not been super happy with this promo. It doesn't feel as exciting as the previous ones, even this year, have felt. I kind of thought there'd be more. The Masters, to me, the Masters seem really lackluster. Like they're players that I just don't care about, I feel like I didn't even know who half of them were. Yeah, the no boosts on the ones that you build. The players themselves are lackluster. I don't know. I think they could have done a much better job with the design of this one. Yeah, the Aaron Donald looks pretty nice. But even at the end of the day, I don't feel like the the defensive tackle spot, I mean, I don't feel like that's a spot I really care about. It does, like, sometimes they make plays, but at the end of the day, I'd rather upgrade a linebacker or a safety or a cornerback or even a defensive end before I upgraded a defensive tackle. Do the Freeze Master Challenge. Save your players and do the Merc event. Collect 5 gold. Do the goal. Yeah. I mean, hopefully they change that Jimmy Graham. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Didn't they give they made that one tournament Hunter Henry. They gave him like complete garbage stats, didn't they? Um I mean, I don't know with the way that the progressions for the players are going. I did like that base Clowney a lot to begin with, but I think that like once you start getting to maxed out players that you're going to have to start moving beyond just a base 90 to 92 player. Just my opinion. Lane Johnson. Did console get something where you could put in the same player at like multiple positions? Because that would be really cool if we could do that. Console can't either. Did they? I feel like I saw like a Bo Jackson that could play any position. Or was it multiple players that you have to get of him to play those positions? Jay Swizz, what's up? All speeds equal 99. Yep, that's true. Adam Jr. did a video on that earlier in the year. And there's no difference between a 99 speed player and a 120 speed player, whatever he tested. But I think most people have figured that out on their own. I think that the biggest eye opener was that Powerline Kamara that they came out with, because he has such high speed to begin with. People were getting him up in like the 115 to 120 range in speed and complaining about how slow he was. And the fact is that he's even at that speed, he can't outrun a 99 speed defender. And I mean, I think Adam was spot on when he did his analysis of that. Oops, I didn't mean to call that play. Let's see if I can get it to the halfback here. Nope. I'll throw that away. Yeah, I kind of feel like everybody's motivation is down a little bit this season. The Mariota. Um, I don't know. Here's my thing with the quarterbacks is that I'm not going to spend a shit ton on a quarterback this year because of training. Last year it made sense because have you remember when Vic came out last year? Um, he was faster than like everybody on the field. So I it made a difference to pay a lot for a quarterback like that then because he actually was better than everybody. He could outrun the rest of the defense. He was faster than pretty much every running back in the game at the time when he was released. And then this year, you can train pretty much any quarterback to 99 speed. And with the speed cap, it really doesn't matter. So someone like Mariota, I mean, he's just as good as Goff or Tom Brady or any of those guys, you know? So there's no real reason to overspend for a quarterback this year because, stat wise, I don't think it really matters. What's up, Luke? I don't know why my game's lagging so bad right now. I just started the stream. Try to delete a bunch of videos and stuff before I started. I figured that would help it. I just need a new phone. I think that's the conclusion. Yeah, I mean, I think fumbling is just random. I I mean, obviously, I think that there is, you can look at things like the carry stat, strength. Those are going to help. But at the end of the day, I mean, quarterbacks are going to fumble, especially if you're running with them. I'm starting to lag pretty bad here. Why am I streaming now? I'm streaming now just because I was bored, truthfully. I didn't have anything else going on. All right, I'm gonna pause the stream for a minute, see if I can fix my lag issue because it's getting pretty bad. I'll be right back.